Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L, and this week there is no preview for Darling in the Franxx episode 16 because episode 16 will not be airing this week. Instead, we will be getting a recap episode. What does that mean for you? You could probably skip this week of Darling in the Franxx. The information that we've got so far is that they're going to be doing standard recap things such as showing old scenes and maybe having a few new character explanation scenes. When it comes to this week, the big thing is going to be seeing how much of a good recap episode are we going to be getting. Are we going to be getting a recap episode on the level of Recreators and the My Hero Academia recap, or are we going to get a recap on the levels of, say, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 recaps? Or God forbid that we get a recap on the level of the 6 minutes that the One Piece anime spends recapping. Now, for those concerned about if this goes into the Darling in the Franxx episode count, Darling in the Franxx has 24 episodes slated. This episode will not be counted as episode 16, you can count it as 15.5. This week in Japan it is Golden Week, or there's a holiday going on in Japan. This week there's not any manga coming out for Shonen Jump, they're taking a break because that's what they do for holidays, and the same thing seems to be occurring with Darling in the Franxx. They are taking a week off due to the holiday, or something along that line. They're kind of matching it up with the holiday. Anyway, all that means for you, the viewer, just Darling in the Franxx episode 16 will not be coming out this week. It'll be coming out May 5th. I believe that's the next Saturday after this one. And then the episode count has not been affected. You will still get the same amount of episodes. This is really an extra episode just to give some breather space. And with that set aside, let's talk about the burning questions from episode 15, because let's face it, episode 15 was amazing. And episode 50 was also amazing in that it just kind of made all the previous fan outrage just kind of silly in retrospect. Anyway, here are the burning questions that I have for Darling in the Franxx in general after seeing episode 15. The giant hand. Oh my god, what is that? Guys, what's going on there? And guys, did it help the kids out? Sort of. When we saw the giant hand, it came out of the ground and it crushed a Klaxosaur core that from what people were saying, looked like it was about to explode. The hand comes out and it seems to reabsorb the core, or at least get rid of the core. We do see some little flashes, and after everything's, the dust has been cleared, we see that we have our Franxx just standing there, and like some of the plantation still standing. When you look at this scene, or when I look at the scene and given the premising, I am wondering, did it just go up there to take back resources, no point of having a core explode, or did it go up there and protect our main kids? What exactly is going on there? We see that everything above the kids was wiped out by the Klaxosaur hand, but we don't really... But how did the kids themselves get away from that punishment? Pretty interesting stuff. Overall, that hand stopped an explosion, and it's going to be interesting to see exactly why it did that. Next burning question, are the Ape Council, are they just planning on killing everyone? Earlier in that episode, episode 15, they had a little line where they said something about, let's help this plantation release themselves from their earthly bonds, and then they blew up a plantation. And then they end off the episode with how they want to take humanity to the next stage, and seeing how they're talking about sacrificing their own people. Are the Ape Council ultimately trying to release humans into something? And is the way to release them through death? The Ape Council is really weird. We know that the humans are pretty much being kept prisoners in their own body, in the sense that their bodies are just kind of being forced along with technological advancements. Their lives are kind of hollow. They have to stay indoors. They have a lot of things going on. I do wonder, how do they see their medical advancements? Do they see it as something that shackles them, or do they see it as something that lets them live forever? Given how they're talking about the sacrifice in the first place, makes me feel it sketches me out a little bit. Next burning question, what's up with the Nines, and why does it seem like they're mimicking Zero Two's setup? One of the big things that we got from this episode was that the boys can ride in the pistol positions. Now, people did point out, well, why didn't it work for Ikuno? I still think that there might be a issue of we need specifically boy-girl pairs, but the 9s might be a special case altogether. When you look at the 9s, they've got some weird things going on with their setup. Not only are they wearing suits that are reminiscent of the color suit that 02 wears, they also have these little weird fake horns on their heads. And another little note is that the ones who are riding the boys are the girls that are triplets, right? These 3 girls right here, are they special in some way that they can allow for this configuration to happen? It's kind of hard to tell. Now with the 9s, it really looks like Dr. Franxx is consolidating information from 02, and they're just kind of using it on the 9s. I mean, the 9s are also riding things that look like mass-produced Strelitzias, so if there's some kind of research overlap coming out of 02 and being transplanted into the 9s in general, I wouldn't be that surprised, but it's still kind of odd. Next burning question: why is 02 so adorable in this shot? Like, my god, guys, let's face it, they really succeeded at making 02 really cute and adorable for a lot of Darling in the Franxx, especially this one right here. If there was ever a shot where you gotta go and you gotta, like, say, you gotta kiss the girl, it's this one right here. Like, oh man, I feel so good for her, man. I'm happy that she finally got sorted out with Hiro. It just feels good. Next burning question: has Ichigo gotten the message yet that Hiro doesn't and will never love her? Like, even when she realizes that the guy is only ever thinking of 02, she still goes on a bit of an angry tirade. Just, you know, when you see her fighting 02 for that little segment, you know she's taking out some anger on her. So I wonder how the next, or I guess how, oh yeah, I guess like the last 9 episodes. I wonder how the last 9 episodes are gonna play with Ichigo on this one. Next burning question: where exactly do Dr. Franxx's allegiances lie? We know that he doesn't really care for the Ape Council. They are more of a hindrance than anything else, and from the flashbacks we know that he was relatively uncaring with 02, but yet in the present time we are seeing that Dr. Franxx is pushing Hiro along because he wants Hiro to get into 02. As viewers, we know that this is the best alternative for 02 in general. But what exactly is Dr. Franxx seeing? This is the guy that stripped her of her memories the first time. This is the guy that called Hiro worthless. Under what motives is he acting here? Is he acting out of regret or guilt for 02's treatment? Or is he acting in the position of a scientist? Does he want to see how far 02 and Hiro will go? One of those intentions is more neutral than the other, and the more neutral one is the one that could possibly lead into Dr. Franxx having more villainous undertones. But at this point, it's still kind of hard to tell. Is he playing everyone, or is he genuinely concerned about this girl? Next burning question, kind of jumping off of that: what exactly is it about 02's blood that makes Hiro defective? This was a line that we were given by Dr. Franxx when he was commenting on Hiro in the past, and so far we've seen that Hiro isn't really that defective. He is still able to operate. Heck, in this episode he was still even able to ride with Ichigo for that very short amount of time. So what exactly does 02's blood do to people? Does it infect people somehow? That's something I'm very interested in seeing, and I hope it does not become a throwaway line. Next burning question: is 02's new Franxx form something that the other Franxx can achieve? I mean, this looks pretty badass, and we know that the Franxx themselves have transformative properties, so I do kind of wonder, is this something that when the other kids reach incredible numbers, they can make their Franxx like turn into really cool stuff, or like look even more awesome than they were initially? Like when we go for Ichigo and Goto, can we have a situation where Ichigo like accepts Goto's affection for her and they both are able to get into a form that mimics whatever upgrade Strelitzia just got? I'd be really down for that. Next burning question: why is Goto such a bro? Like, man, even when he has his heart broken, he is still doing what's right. He is able to look at the situation and just be like, no, we gotta help these guys. Man, he is the best character here. He's the best character here. He is competent. He doesn't bring his drama into the workplace. Yeah, how could you not like a guy like that? Final burning question, and not really a burning question because I think like a lot of the fans kind of we were seeing this coming, but there's people inside the course. What exactly is the process here now? Are people voluntarily becoming Klaxosaurs and fighting off against Ape, or is there something that's gone on and is happening to the rest of the human population? We know that Hiro has yellow blood cells, and we see that these people are colored yellow. Is the Klaxosaur transformation itself, the person gets encased in this golden-like substance, and then from there the core forms, and then they become Klaxosaurs? Are the people inside the core still sentient? Are the people inside the core still conscious? Seeing the way that these Klaxosaurs are just coming out of the Grand Crevice, are those people being like factory produced right now and they're trying to defend their home? What's going on with this whole situation of people turning into gold or amber? I'm very interested. The most pivotal aspect to this question though is really, is this a voluntary process, or is this a process that happens naturally over time as a consequence of people tapping into magma energy? I'm excited to see what Darling and the Franxx come up with. But guys, those are my burning questions. What are your burning questions? Let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Preview information and also burning questions. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time, have a great day.